Under the cold light of the moon, destinies shift. Clan loyalties are tested. A dangerous oath-taking looms, and two lovers remain trapped in a game they never chose to play. MacKenzie stands at the edge of a decision that could rewrite her family's fate. Julia Moriston faces an impossible choice, the kind that marks a soul forever. And somewhere in the shadows, Henry Beauchamp moves with quiet determination, willing to defy time itself to reach her. This is Outlander, Blood of My Blood, Episode 3, School of the Moon. And tonight we unravel the layers of a story where love, duty, and survival collide in ways no one can escape. Subscribe for more Fame Insights, where we bring you the heart of every story, beat by beat. Before this moonlit chapter, the MacKenzie clan was already teetering on the brink of change. The sudden death of Laird Red Jacob left the Highland stronghold without a leader, and power became the most precious currency. Two men, Colum and Dougal, now circle each other with sharp words and sharper intentions. To her brothers, she is both a pawn and a prize, someone whose marriage could strengthen alliances or secure political advantage. Far from the Highlands, Julia Moriston and Henry Beauchamp had a very different life, one marked by the grit and chaos of the First World War. But a violent twist of fate sent them spiraling into the past, where their love is tested by the brutal realities of 18th century politics. Julia, separated from Henry, is now at Castle Leathers, under the watchful eyes of people who see her not as a guest, but as a tool. Henry, alone and desperate, has taken refuge with the Grants, a move that places him closer to danger, but also closer to Julia. Every day apart feels heavier, each hour an echo of all they might lose. And now, with the oath-taking ceremony approaching, their lives are about to be pulled into the center of a storm. The episode opens with the Highland air thick with anticipation. The oath-taking is not just tradition, it is the heartbeat of the clan. Every man, every ally, every rival will be there. The one chosen as Laird will command not just loyalty, but the very shape of the MacKenzie future. In the shadows of the Great Hall, Ellen watches the preparations. Her eyes are steady, but inside her mind, the pieces of a plan are falling into place. She will not be traded like currency. She will not stand idle while her fate is written by others. Meanwhile, Julia faces her own moment of reckoning. Lord Lovat's demands have grown heavier, pressing her into a corner where every option comes at a cost. Comply and she survives, for now. Resist and she risks everything, including her life. The release of this episode has already sparked wildfire reactions among fans. Online forums are alive with debate. Some praise Ellen's quiet defiance, calling her the heartbeat of the MacKenzie storyline. Others are transfixed by Julia's resilience, her ability to maintain dignity in the face of suffocating control. On Twitter, the hashtag #Dodger School of the Moon trends within hours. One fan writes, "Ellen MacKenzie is the queen we've been waiting for." Another posts, "Henry's patience is killing me, but I know the reunion will be worth it." Entertainment critics have begun pointing out the careful pacing of the episode. While some expected a direct confrontation or rescue, many agree that the slow burn of tension is what makes the stakes feel real. It's not just about the plot. It's about the emotional weight behind every glance, every hesitation, every choice. One of the most striking details in School of the Moon is the way light and shadow are used. In Ellen's scenes, moonlight often falls across her face, symbolizing clarity and self-awareness. Julia, on the other hand, is often framed in candlelight, softer, flickering, unstable, a visual nod to the uncertainty of her position. The episode title itself carries layered meaning. The School of the Moon is more than a poetic phrase. It hints at the idea of learning from the quiet, from the night, from the things that are not spoken aloud. Both Ellen and Julia are students of silence in their own way, learning to read the hidden rules of the world around them. And Henry, his scenes are marked by movement. Whether it's crossing a crowded hall or walking through a moonlit courtyard, his constant forward motion reminds us that he is, at heart, a man on a journey, and nothing will keep him from Julia for long. The reason this episode works is because it doesn't give us what we want right away. The audience wants Henry to storm in and rescue Julia, or Ellen to openly defy her brothers. But instead, we see strategy. We see patience, and that patience is more dangerous than open rebellion, because it means they're playing the long game. She adds, "By grounding these characters in quiet defiance, the show allows us to feel the weight of every risk they take." Episode 3 reshapes the series moving forward. Ellen's plan will set into motion events that ripple far beyond the MacKenzie stronghold. Julia's decision could either secure her safety or bind her tighter to her captors. Henry's maneuvering within the grants may earn him allies or enemies he can't afford. What's certain is this: nothing will be the same once the moonlight fades and the oaths are sworn. Fans of the original Outlander will recognize the echoes of Jamie and Claire's earliest challenges, navigating a dangerous world with love as both a weapon and a shield. But Blood of My Blood carries an even sharper edge. Where Jamie and Claire often acted on impulse, Ellen, Julia, and Henry move with caution born of survival. Their love stories are not just about passion, they're about calculated defiance. Under the School of the Moon, lessons are learned in silence. Ellen learns the power of her own mind. Julia learns the cost of every choice. And Henry learns that love, when tested, becomes something more than longing. It becomes a mission. What do you think? Will Ellen's plan succeed? Will Julia choose survival or defiance? And will Henry find her before the tide turns against them? Tell us your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe for more Fame Insights, where every story beats with the pulse of something greater.